All right, out here today, Palm Springs, or Desert Springs Golf Resort, playing the Palm course. Let's see how I do. So hole 1 is a pretty straightforward 496-yard par 5. Lots of wide open fairways on this one, so as long as you can hit it somewhere down the middle, you're going to turn out okay. And I ended up in the middle of the fairway, but this is still a pretty long hole for me, so I've got at least another shot before I can even attempt to go for the green. And I did pretty good on that shot, left myself about 100 to 110 yards left. Nice little gap wedge. Green is pretty big on this hole, so just going to try to put it anywhere on there to give myself a chance at birdie. And unfortunately, I didn't set myself up for that birdie opportunity. Had to give it a little chip off the fringe, try to work some magic. Flew it past the hole about 5 feet, but was able to step up, put it in for par. Not a bad start to the round. Moving on to the next hole. So hole 2 is a 351-yard par 4. The water doesn't come into play off the tee box, so just going to try to hit it somewhere down the middle again. This one ended up right in the middle of the fairway, so I couldn't be too disappointed with it. Trying to get myself on in 2, which is a little tough for me, but I gave it my best shot. Now, unfortunately, I came up a little short on this one, but I set myself up for a nice little up and down, just trying to get as close to the hole as I can. And of course, it came up way too short, so I gave myself about a 25 to 30 foot putt going straight uphill. Gave it a pretty good whack, was just unable to close the deal on this one. But step up, almost a tap in for bogey, and this is still a pretty good start for me. Hole 3 is a beautiful 148-yard par 3, just surrounded by water. So as long as you can get it somewhere on the green or around it, you're going to set yourself up pretty nicely here. And as it usually happens, if there's water involved, I'm going to find it. So I put it into the lake, had to take a drop. Just going to try to get up and down here to see if I can save bogey. And it wasn't a bad chip overall, I just came up a little short. So I gave myself about 5 feet. This should be a nice easy bogey, but unfortunately, I showed up, and this is what happens. Gonna tap it in for double bogey and take it on to the next hole. The 312-yard par 4 fourth is a pretty straightforward shot. The trees on the left here don't come into play off the tee box, so as long as you get past them, you're gonna end up in a nice wide open fairway. Now the tee shot itself wasn't too bad. I actually ended up right in the middle of the fairway. Gave myself a good look at the green from here, so I was going to just try to make it on in 2. But unfortunately, I just pushed it way to the left, overswang, whatever I did. But I ended up in the trees on the left of the cart path. Now since the flag is directly above my head behind that tree, I wasn't able to go straight at it. Had to hit it out a little bit to the left. I knew this was going to give me a longer putt, but it was the only option I had. And this once again just left me with another long putt, so just going to give it a good whack to try to get it down there. Now I didn't miss the hole by that much, but it ended up flying past about 5 feet, set me up for a short little bogey. The par 4 fifth plays about 395 yards, and as you can see here, the fairways have narrowed a little bit, but once you get through those trees there, which really aren't in play, you're going to end up back into a wide open fairway. And this one ended up okay. You can never really complain when you put it in the fairway. I knew my chances of making it in 2 weren't very good, so I was just going to try to get it up as close as I could. And I was pretty happy with that shot. Didn't put myself too far from the green, so just a nice little gap wedge coming in. I'm going to try to put it as close to the pin as I can. And that was just another good shot for me. Put myself to within 5 feet of the pin. Gonna walk up, gonna put this in. Not very many chances for par on me on the course typically, but this was a pretty good start to the round for me. Hole 6 is a 333-yard par 4. Again, pretty straightforward. Looks a little narrow, but once you get past that first little opening, you're going to be okay. Just try to put it somewhere in the middle and set yourself up for a good approach shot. I, however, did not set myself up nicely for an approach shot. Didn't even come close to the fairway, so I just made this hole even longer than it needed to be. And as expected, we came up again a little bit short on this one. But I'm feeling pretty good with my irons, feeling dialed in, so just going to try to give it a good whack and get it up there. And like the last hole, this was another great chip shot for me. Put myself to within 6 feet of the hole this time. Gonna walk up, put this in. Another par for me, which is pretty incredible. So I'm gonna take that momentum and keep going. Hole 7 is a long 525-yard par 5. And even though it looks a little narrow here from the tee box, it actually opens up pretty good. So just give it a good whack and try to put it somewhere out there. Now, this one didn't turn out too bad, but par 5s are usually just long holes for me, so I'm just going to try to give it another good swing and get up there as close as I can. And unfortunately, I just didn't get a hold of it all that I wanted to, so I'm still quite a bit of ways from the hole. Going to give it another good swing and see what I can do with this one. At this point, it just feels like we're inching our way up to the green, but again, pretty good with my irons and my wedges today, so nice little chip for up and down, see what we can do. And the crowd goes wild as he finally reaches the green. Had a pretty long putt coming downhill on this one, so just trying to control the speed a little bit. Threw it past just a little bit, but was able to step up. Put this one in for bogey, which isn't a bad score for me on this long hole. The 155-yard par 3 8th offered me a little bit of a reprieve from the long hole prior. There are bunkers up there right in front of the green, but as long as you can get over them, you're going to set yourself up for a decent little putt here. I ended up making pretty good connect with it from the tee box, so I flew over the green actually. Had a long putt coming back downhill again off the fringe. Had pretty good speed on it, just was unable to nail the accuracy part of it. So walk up, put it in for par. Played it fairly well overall. We're closing out the front 9 with a 357-yard par 4. Fairway is pretty wide open, so all you gotta do is strike it right down the middle. Now this one was actually heading right down the middle, but I noticed that it hit something awkward out there in the middle of the fairway. I'm not sure if it was a rock or something, but it kicked it wide to the right. This is the second shot that it left me with. Really no chance to get on in 2. Still left myself a little gap wedge shot here, but I've been doing pretty good with those all day, so I'm just going to try to put this one right on the green. Came up just short, ended up on the fringe. Pretty straightforward putt at this point. Let's see if I can put it in for par, but ended up pushing it out to the right. Able to salvage a bogey out of it. This gave me 6 over on the front 9, which honestly was a pretty damn good score for me. If you want to check out the back 9 of this course, please consider subscribing. Head on over there and check it out. We'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.